Hey everyone, welcome to Unearth, the Shelly Hughes podcast. I'm Shelly Hughes. In this episode, this is part 2 of our episode with Nichole Howard. She runs Nichole MCH Photography, where she does coaching as well as photography for personal brands for female entrepreneurs. If you didn't check out last week's episode, please check it out because this is definitely a part 2. And we dig a little bit deeper into this one, which I'm really excited about to present to you today. So here it is. This is part 2. Tell me how do you do a lot of things? Do you practice yoga?
I do.
You meditate? You journal? You have this day for yourself. You are a working mom. You do all these things. How? Tell me how.
Beautiful question. So it's not all at once, and there are some days where it doesn't happen. So I had to let go of I think this is where it was really hard for me, especially in the first 3 to 4 months when she was a newborn. I'll be honest, I was not doing my practices. I think I just did a post about this. I almost quit. I was like, I don't know how you do this with a tiny human attached to you. And feeling all these hormones and all these feelings.
Yeah.
So I had a moment, but I kept going because I think I already had the tools. So I was really lucky in the sense that I had the tools already. So I think even though I wasn't
mentally, you mean?
Yeah, I think I knew Nick, you're just hormonal. There was a side of me that's this is temporary. This is temporary. I know this is a lot, but this is temporary. So and for me, action has always eased anxiety. Mm-hmm. So, and sometimes it's taking the journaling action, or sometimes it's making the call or having the conversation with somebody. But yeah, action has always eased anxiety for me. And so I realized that what I was experiencing was the fight or flight, and it was out of inaction. And I realized that okay, I also had to give myself grace. I was not sleeping. And I was when I'm sleeping again, when I'm normal again, normal, quote unquote normal, back to a version of who I was, this will feel different. And you will have time to do the things that help you process and heal and acknowledge your identity of who you are now. And that's basically what all those things are. So how I do it now is I do it in chunks. So a day in the life. So I wake up around 7 o'clock, 6:30 to 7 with my daughter. She wakes up around that time. I did sleep train her because I was also a psychopath about sleep training. I was I also didn't breastfeed because I was I want my body back. Mm-hmm. Again, all choices. Everybody makes their own choices. It was a tough choice. I had an emotional breakdown about it, but I didn't. I was of course, before I had her, I was I'm not going to breastfeed. And then I was maybe I'll try. And then it was a whole thing because you're so firm in who you think you are, and then you have a kid. But I will say this: I didn't, and because for me, I was I want my body back, and that was a choice for me. So I have to say that, and I have to say that I was ridiculously, me and my partner, we were we have to sleep train her. We have to get sleep back. So we were kind of very rigid in those spaces. And then when I got some sleep back, that's when I reintroduced the practices more. But even just 5 minutes of meditation, even if it's 20-minute yoga practice.
And so everything is in the morning.
No, it's all over the place.
Really?
Yeah, it's all over the place. It's where can I fit it in?
See that? I can't.
But no, let me explain. I used to feel I had to do it all in the morning, and that was actually stressing me out. So I felt I have to have this beautiful morning ritual. And if I don't have this morning ritual where I wake up in my own energy and I'm all flowy and good, then my day is going to be shit. And I had to let go of that belief because that belief was actually ruining things for me. So that was actually a big shift for me in my identity because I had that before I was with her. I had gone through so much internal work to get out of the corporate mindset of how I need to wake up in the morning, when I need to start my calls, how my life could look. And then almost I'm doing it all over again. And so I was all right, when she was a newborn, there were moments I could meditate with her. She would be with me and I would just be meditating with me. And I was I want her to see this too. I want her to have these practices too. Because that's another thing too. It's how am I modeling? What am I modeling for her? And it's not always perfect. I definitely have my moments. But I would say that I'm if I can, yesterday, I sat there with her. She's playing with her toys and I turned on a meditation. And it was a partial movement meditation. It was 15 minutes. And she was kind of moving around. She was safe. I saw her. She was good. And it was called I Welcome, and it was like and you kind of welcome in all the thoughts and the feelings that you're having. It's from Colby Kozlowski's book, 1 Degree Revolution. And yeah, and I just did it then, and it was like 15 minutes. And then I know I was supposed to do a day in the life, but that kind of got in the haywire. But anyway, and then like later on that night, last night, we put her to bed. I asked Dad to help with the bath. I said, look, I have a headache. I need to go to yoga. I'm feeling really burnt out. And I said, I know this is going to help me. There's a 7:30 class. I signed up for it at 7:15, and I drove there after we put her down. And I felt so much better after going to that class. And there's meditation built into yoga too, which is really nice. So I feel like it's killing 2 birds with 1 stone a little bit, like a multitasking, which also satisfies energy. And and then journaling can happen sometimes, if it does happen, like sometimes like 10 minutes here or there. Right? Or I'm just in my notes app, like this is coming up for me. Or I'm sending myself a voice memo. Here's what's coming up for me. So it's like getting kind of crafty and not being so rigid with it has to look this way, or else I'm failing, or else I'm not doing it right, or else it's going to ruin my day. Because I think that unfortunately was happening for me, and it wasn't giving me the relief which I was hoping for, and the outcome I'm trying to get.
I think one of the things that was hardest for me, when I had kids, was as humans we like routine.
Oh yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Well, let me go back. I was talking to one of my best friends about this.
Not everybody likes routine. Some people like to be like,
wanderers. Typically,
we like
a human. But like humans, naturally, I feel like we have a human rhythm. Obviously, there's variations of that, but like kids like routine, right? It's
kids definitely, it's for sure.
There's like a part of us that likes safety, that likes that predictability.
Yes, 100%. We're floating and rocking outer space, and it makes us feel safe.
And I remember, so years ago, I was talking to my best friend, and this was like right after college. So right after college, you're like, what the heck is this? Like, what is going on? You actually have a little bit of disposable income. So you you get this input of all the things you should be doing. Yeah. Like, you should be journaling. You should be meditating. You should be drinking matcha instead of coffee. You should be doing this 17-step skincare routine. You should. Oh my
God, I'm dead. Yeah, you should get Schitt's Creek with David.
And you should, and I feel like in that. So I graduated in 2015. So it was like Instagram was like still
in its early stages. It was still owned by different people. Yeah.
It was in its early stages.
There's still pictures, I call it.
But it was the first time where there was this like influx of information that wasn't your friends.
Yeah.
Because before that, it was Facebook and MySpace. So you only got everything you saw your immediate circle. Yeah. Now with Instagram, you got other people's input on how you should be living your life, right? And so all of a sudden we're like, oh, we have to do this, we have to do that, we have to do that.
And I have to travel across the world to feel satisfied.
And I have to do all these things. But in terms of like your morning routine, I remember talking to her, I'm like, I should be doing all these things. I should be doing mobility training. I should also be doing cardio. I should.
Oh, you should yourself to death. Yeah.
I should to have this like healthy life.
Yeah.
And I was like, all these things individually are supposed to reduce your stress and make your life better. But putting them all together, writing them down on an ideal morning routine, that freaking thing would have taken 2.5 hours.
Yeah, no way.
And I was talking to my friend about this. I'm like, it is stressing me out more thinking about all the things I should be doing.
Yeah.
Than just picking like 2 or 3.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't think it's meant to be like you do. I think it's a beautiful opportunity to see into other people's lives when we have this information available to us. But that's the other side. Like, we're getting more information now than we ever have as humans. And it's like you're supposed to synthesize it and know what's best for you in a millisecond and make a judgment call. Of course, people are feeling more anxious now than they ever have before. You're making a million more decisions. Like, coming to things that are supposed to be good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then now you have sustainability in the mix too. And you're like, well, not only is the skincare routine good, but is everything recyclable that I'm using? And like, is there any toxins in this product? And you're like, yeah.
Oh my gosh. So I had thyroid cancer a couple of years ago, and
Mm-hmm.
I have become crazy.
Yeah.
Right. I throw out all the things, no nonstick pans you can find, right? And
yeah.
the one thing I
but also, can you talk about cleaning the pans that I bought a cast iron pan, thank you. And literally there's like a cleaning process for the cast iron pan. So even when you do
yeah.
it's like, oh, sorry, I just want to add that in. So honestly, yes, I'm here with you for this whole conversation.
So I came to the realization, okay, I can't do 100 things. So I was like, I'm going to do these few things. I'm going to have this amazing morning routine.
Yeah.
Like, then you have kids.
Yeah, and then you're like, that goes out the door. Cool.
And as a human that innately likes familiarity, likes routine, having kids is so hard because and it takes 30 days to get a habit, right? Atomic Habits, amazing book.
Love that book, yeah.
But all of a sudden you're like, okay, cool. So my kid, I wake up with him. Okay, I have to do a lot of my routine stuff at night. Awesome, cool. And so I do this thing at night, and then my routine at night, and then I go to bed. All of a sudden, he like sleeps in. I'm like, okay, so maybe I can move it to the morning. So I move it to the morning. I'm like, okay, 30 days. Like, okay, I have to completely change my schedule. I have to change my workout schedule. Okay, 30 days. Okay, I'm feeling good about this. Yeah. All of a sudden, doesn't sleep in anymore. I'm like, fuck. Okay, cool. So I have to move my workout actually to the evening again. And then I have to and now I'm missing my workouts because I keep changing my schedule. And I think that was one of the hardest things for me.
Yeah.
That does like a routine, very much so.
Yeah.
With trying to be this overachiever and to be like the everything woman was having to first recognize that a routine doesn't work anymore. Because all of a sudden you're missing the gym 4 days in a row. And you're like, what the fuck?
How did that
just happen?
Yeah.
I'll be like, okay, I don't think this is working anymore. It's first of all coming to that realization.
That is a big one too, because sometimes you're like, you just keep failing, and then you're like, well, why? And then you're like, I know, why? You're like, shit, I'm failing. Why isn't this working? Yeah.
And so it's recognizing it. That's so hard to do. Then it's deciding on, okay, what do I do? What do I do now?
Because you're a doer. Because you're going to fix it. Because you're a fixer. Yeah, I get it. And we're going to fix it.
And then it's getting in that 30 days of doing it every day to make it a habit. And then all of a sudden, oh my God, your kid magically sleeps in again. You're like, what is happening? Yeah. And what I've realized and what I've been kind of telling myself is it's a lot about I think of the seasons. Yeah. Because right now, the season that I'm in, I start work at 10:30 most days.
Love it.
Because it is just the best situation, not just for me, but the product I can give to my clients. Yes. It's a product I can give to my team. Yeah. It's low stress on my team. I always hated when old bosses would be like, because also a lot of people on my team, they're younger. I have very diverse
love that
age range in my team. But they don't remember the time where you had to get at your desk by 8:45 and not leave till 5:30. Yeah. If you had something to do or not, right? Yeah. So I think my flexibility shows them that they can have flexibility too. But it's really thinking about life in seasons and not quarters or years or what I once was and what I once did is giving myself so much flexibility. Grace. To be like, okay, cool. No, I don't have the balls to sleep train my kid right now. Okay, that's just the season that I'm in. It's not going to last forever. It's temporary. And seasons, what's amazing about seasons, it can be a week. Yeah. Or it can be a year. Yeah. Right? Yeah. And it's just be okay. Unless something's not working anymore. Yeah. And then you realize you're kind of in a new season. Right. And you're something's changed. Yeah. Well, I think usually the change is whether it's something that happened outside, right? We're going to a fall season soon, right? Or whether it's something that's happening, within your family dynamic, right? A change with going back to school, a change or a change with a sleep pattern, right? Those can all happen whenever. I mean, changes are constant, right? But I love that that's it's a trigger. Yeah. It's a trigger. And I definitely can relate to a lot of that. 100%. And that I think I'm kind of working on it now and saying to myself, I acknowledged it and said, this isn't working. I can't do what I did before. Yeah. So I'm going to try something different.
And now I'm in that experimentation phase. It's like, well, what does work? And so I know the tools, but where and how do I apply them? And do I need all of them? Mm-hmm. And what really is going to serve me in this moment? Do I just, sometimes the answer is to do absolutely nothing. Like absolutely nothing. And I love this. There's a quote by Oprah, Queen. And she says, when you don't know what to do nothing. And I think that is such a beautiful thing to say because it's so true and it's so hard to like just but it's so true. Like so for me, I'm in this space for my day. I'll try and run through my day. It's so hard because it shifts a little bit from the day, but I have childcare for at least 5 to 6 hours every single day. And so during that time, I'm usually prioritizing work or workout. If I can get both in, it's a really good day. I've also realized how many calls I can actually allow for myself right now. And this is just the season I'm in, like you're saying, because before it was different. And now I'm like, okay, I'm in this season where this is the time I have available to me. And if I need to do anything outside of those hours, it's going to cut into family time or it's going to cut into my sleep. So damn well better be worth it. Yeah. Right. So that goes back to me having to say no to a lot more things right now. But I've also made that choice because I'm only doing this once. I was like, I'm having one child and I want to be there with her. I want to see all the dumb shit. And like,
and she only has one mom, by the way.
Which is really, I never hear it that way. That's so beautiful. Yeah, it's so true.
Which is really hard to think about when you are the ambitious woman, and it's going to be really controversial. Yeah. Sometimes, I wish the feminine revolution never happened. There's moments where I'm like, why? Who thought it was a good idea for women to work? Who thought that was a brilliant idea, right? Because and of course,
I get what you're saying.
I'm saying that's silly, but it's like, our job, our like one thing, like, is for me and for you. Not every woman.
We get to be moms.
We get to be moms. They only have one mom.
Yeah.
Right?
That's it.
And sometimes, like, you know, there's the guilt that comes in of like, I'm not the one raising my kid because they're going to someone else for 4 or 5 hours. Yeah. And then of course you get over that very quickly because
I've realized, like, I feel pretty good about where I'm at, but I had to play with that sweet spot. I'm like, what is the sweet spot right now? I'm like, and it may change again. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I think that was interesting. It's going to change again and again. And what that means is, like, you just say to yourself, well, what is enough right now, too? Like, and how can I show up? Because if I'm showing up as a stress ball to her, because I haven't answered this client email or something, something weird, right? That really probably isn't that big of a deal. Yeah. 90% of the time, it's not that big of a deal, but I'm stressing over for some dumb reason. It's like, what? Like, that doesn't serve anything. It's not serving me. It's not serving her. So I totally get what you mean when you say that. And I know you're saying it controversially. It's more of like the constant push and pull we feel. Yeah. I think it's important for us to be in the workforce and to be creative and to have a purpose outside of raising children.
For many women, not all. For many women.
Yeah. There was a long time where I didn't know if I was having kids. Right. I mean, I had my daughter, like, I'm 40, right? So like 41. But but I didn't know what I wanted. And a lot of it was because of this reason of, could I do both? Could I hold both? Was there enough space inside of me for all of this? And I realized that going back to, now we're just going on a tangent again, but going back to the Case Kenny book.
This is part 2, by the way. We're already in
it. Case Kenny book, that he talks about, like, what do you want? I think it goes back to that, like, going back to what do I want?
Is that what it's called?
Case Kenny is, the book was, That's Bold of You.
Oh, yeah.
And in the book, he talks about figuring out what you want and asking yourself a different way, which is, what will I regret? And for me, right now, looking at my schedule, I would regret not being there with her, not taking that date. Like, literally, like, a couple weeks ago, my mom watches her on Mondays and Tuesdays. I'm very grateful. She recently retired. That was awesome. And also hard in some ways, but mostly awesome. Mm-hmm. But it was a beautiful summer day. And I was like, I want to plan a day where just the 3 of us, like, go to the beach together. And I used that one day to, like, go to the beach with my mom and my daughter and, like, the 3 of us on the beach together. And that was just like it just meant so much to me to be with her at this age on the beach with my mom and her. Like, that's never going to happen again. Like, next year, she's going to be a completely different age. It's going to look completely different. Mm-hmm. Her playing in the sand is going to look different. Like, the way she interacts with the ocean is going to look different. And I was like, I want my mom to be there with me doing it. I don't know where my mom's going to be next year, right? There's, they're also dealing with that, like aging parents. So, it's a lot. It's a lot. Yeah. It's heavy. Yeah. But so I'm like, that's where you go back to like, all right, well, what would I regret? What would regret not doing that? So that's what I want. That's what I want is to go and take the day and do that. Does that mean that I scale slower sometimes? Probably for right now in the season. And I have to do my own internal work to accept that. But I know that later on, I look back, I had such a good time. It was such a beautiful day. Like, it was just so amazing. And I look back and I'm like, I'm so glad I did that. Yeah.
I have this theory that, I talk about the amazing Sarah Burlow. I love her so much. And sometimes when I, not for that specific situation, but the second I start to feel comparison, mm-hmm. I think to myself, like, I could be that. Mm-hmm. I could be that.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
And
same.
And I'm not talking about Sarah, but I'm just talking like for other like success stories, right?
Yeah.
I could be that. I could make $2 million in that. I could have made $2 million in that first year. For sure.
Yeah.
I could have.
Yeah.
But that means that I couldn't have had my son. That means that I couldn't have trained women in Krav Maga and self-defense. Mm-hmm. Women who have experienced assault and all these other things, right? Like the amount that gave me.
That's powerful.
And my confidence and my public speaking and my coaching and like everything that gave for me.
Yeah.
I couldn't go to the beach, which is where like I'm sure you feel this too. When you drive over the bridge.
Yes, it's like I'm a different person now.
You just like all of a sudden you're like, I forgot to breathe for a week.
Yeah, I exhale. Yes.
And now I'm like breathing again. And we do this thing where we put the windows down and we say, fresh sticky. Yes, we say fresh sticky air.
Yes,
and now like my son's doing it.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't be able to have that.
Right.
I wouldn't be able to have these moments. And I'm like, I could be that.
Right. But it means I have to give up this.
But that means I had to give up all those things and I'm not willing to do that.
Right. Right.
And so the scaling slowly is like so real because I'm realizing like if I wanted that, it could be mine.
Yeah.
But it's not worth that to me. And that's where like
there's always a sacrifice. I think there's an illusion that there's no sacrifice in that. And I think that is the biggest lie and the biggest in-service that we can do is to downplay what that really looks like.
Yeah.
Because there is a lot of sacrifice that goes into that space. It's not just like the lazy millionaire, and I do follow her and she's lovely, but like it's not like that.
Mm-mm. You get on client calls starting at 7:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Where you get on you go to every single event. I know some people, I'm part of the chamber. I know some people they go to every single event. They just show up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, holy smokes, that is simply not what.
But I also have that just sounds to me like it just sounds like I don't want to do that.
But if you did do that, if you forced yourself, if you had that we talk about like discipline and like that is what's going to move your business forward. And
if I knew for sure,
you would totally do it.
Yeah.
Right. But like I had to put a thing in my like scheduling strategy, my scheduling like.
Because you work with your EA,
I'm an EA. I do not do evening events anymore.
Good. Yeah, I love that.
I used to. I would stress out about it so much. I would pay a babysitter to put my kids down just so I could go to an event.
And the event better be pretty damn good, right?
Habitual, for example.
Worth it. Oh, worth it.
Worth it.
I will be there. I was just thinking of that because I was like, I will be there and I'm excited for it. I got a babysitter for it.
That is like the one evening event.
Yeah.
That I
shout out to Jessie. You're amazing.
Shout out to Jessie Sheridan. Yes. The habitual anniversary event is happening on September 10th. This will not be out by that point. Worth it.
Worth it.
Right?
You have to decide what's worth it. Yeah. There's a core women's networking event I went to. It was worth it. Inez, she hosts those. There are some events that are worth it. And that's another thing you're saying no to.
What's worth it to you? What's like we're kind of going back to business, maybe.
I know. A little bit. How do I feel? I think there's Danielle Laporte. I don't know if you follow her. She's awesome. She has a book. It's called The Firestarter Sessions. And in it, she talks about your core desired feelings and how you want to feel in your life every day. And she has like prompts and stuff, of course, that you can journal on and ways to kind of get clear on that for yourself. Mm-hmm. For me, I have a sticky note on my mirror, my bathroom mirror, of the core desired feelings I want to feel. And my decision making then goes back to those core desired feelings. So if it's like, if I feel restriction in my body, and not the type of like, because there's two kinds of restriction. There's a restriction of like, ooh, like, am I going to be a little intimidated walking in this room, but I'm excited about it? Yeah. That's different than being like, I just don't want to go to that. Like, that just does not sound interesting. It does not sound like sexy. It doesn't sound like something I've done it before. Hasn't really yielded a result. Right. I'm not really trying to go that route again. Then yeah, like that's for me, like going back to my core desired feelings, like I want to feel hopeful. I want to feel grounded. I want to feel energized. And if I go to one of those things that basically is I'm forcing myself to go to, doing the scheduling jujitsu to try and make sure that there's coverage, and then arriving after driving however far to work. Some of them aren't close. Some of them are like an hour away. Mm-hmm. And then the energy in the room is stale. Mm-hmm. That's a hell no for me. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Like, so I have to know that the energy in the room is going to be good. Like, I have to know the host, like, the people here are going to be interesting or like fun or like just enjoyable. Yeah. It's got to be like a different type of networking, I'd say.
I.e. the habitual anniversary event.
Yes. Go! Shout out to... You can't, because you're going to get...
I know.
It's going to be too late. Sorry, you tried. I have been, like, sending that link to, like, all my coaching clients. I'm like, you need to go to this event.
Yeah. Man, thank you. I am going to write down all the books.
So many books, right?
So many books.
I'm going
to add them all to my Audible.
Yes.
Annual membership, because it was getting really freaking expensive.
Yes.
I love when Audible has like the sales.
Oh my God.
Get these amazing books for like $4.
You're like, sweet.
I'm like, I spend like $80.
I know. I have a library of yoga books at home right now, though. It's crazy. And I bought them actually on Amazon, but not Audible. I bought the physical copies, which was insane of me. I don't know why I did that, because I like some books you want to like highlight. You know what I mean?
Okay. And so what I do,
but yeah.
What I like to do is, especially business books.
Yeah.
If I'm reading right before bed, it's a book, or it's like a
Kindle
situation. Kindle situation. But for business, I can't read a business book just to like sit down and like read.
Right.
First time at least. Because it gets super boring.
Yeah.
Right? So what I do is I listen to all of them first. And if I determine that they are actionable enough, I buy the physical.
That's I love that. I love that.
Not Kindle, physical.
Yeah.
Because then I can post it. I can do all the things.
You can do all the things.
And so it's a good way of like testing things out, and I can listen to it and get the points.
Yeah.
But then if it's like a workbook, like I just got Scaling Up. I just listened to it, but I got the book from someone. Someone gave it to me. I was like, wait, I think I already have this book. So I was about to buy it on Amazon. Wait a second. It was on my bookshelf.
You're like, there it is.
So now I'm like rereading and re-listening to it again.
Oh, I do that with a lot of stuff where I just have to go back, especially business books, especially personal development books. You gotta go back. Because there's so much good, juicy stuff there. Yeah, I love that. Thank you.
What are some of your favorite business books?
We talked about some of them. I talked about The Gap in the Gain. That was really good. I think that's excellent. Jim Collins, Good to Great. Yeah. Classic. Mm-hmm. I would say, mindset book. Carol Dweck. It's actually called Mindset. And I think there's a byline, but I'm forgetting the byline. Carol Dweck, awesome. She talks about the fixed versus the growth mindset, which I think is huge for entrepreneurs. I really like Rich as Fuck by Amanda Frances. Really good. About money mindset.
Do you gift books often?
I love it you said that, because I literally I have a photo shoot tomorrow, and it's for a coaching client. So she's doing this it's called Empower Coaching, where I do a photo shoot, a branding, and then we also do coaching. So it's like a whole package. And one of the things I recommended to her was this Rich as Fuck, and there's also an associated journal with it, which I think is really juicy. And so I have it in a bow. I'm giving it to her tomorrow, so it's really funny.
Is there a book that you tend to give the most often?
Atomic Habits. Really good. This book, I think money mindset is a big one for entrepreneurs, and I just have always loved the way she describes it, because she's kind of like a no nonsense kind of gal. Amanda Francis, the one who wrote this, and I just got a laugh from just reading the book. So I think that one's really good. So I think those two are big ones.
Well, we are at like our 45-minute. This is obviously a part 2.
Yeah, we really went in.
I really appreciate you.
Oh my god, this was so fun. This was so good.
I think we talked about
everything.
Like, strategy. We talked about mindset. We talked super tactical.
Yeah, and then we got a little bit high level too.
Yeah,
kind of hit all the parts.
For me, you can find me at Shelly Hughes _ SHELLY Hughes _ on Instagram primarily, or LinkedIn. My website is noliaroots.com. You can find me there, and a lot of what we do and a lot of our stuff. What about you? Where do you want people to find you?
Great question. You can find me on Instagram at I am Nichole MCH, and it's Nichole with an H in it, so it's NICHOLE.
Thanks, Mom.
Yeah, literally though, that's a whole story in itself. So yeah, that's Instagram. On LinkedIn, Nichole Howard. My website is it's www.nicholemchphotography.com.
Perfect.
Yay! Thank you.
Thanks. Nicole. I appreciate it. Oh, Herb's like, are we done?
We're done.
Lunch yet?
We did it. I know. I also have to use this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So bad.
Bio break for sure.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.